All right, let's do this. Ooh. So this is winter. Did I mention that I hate winter? I think I did. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. So, it's not my birthday tomorrow, but it is definitely the person who is the reason why I'm still streaming, live streaming. And I kind of like dropped the ball on that last year. But it's the best. It is such a perfect way to kick off the anniversary season. It was like the perfect way. So we kick it off with the birthday. And then we it's sadly sad but true. My Twitter anniversary is on the 20th. Well, birthday, then New Year's. Yeah, the Twitterversary is on the 20th, and I believe Blue Sky is in March. I'd have to look it up. But they stopped doing Twitter stopped doing the anniversary, like the birthday cake numbers. I pay attention still. Yeah, they didn't do them for my 17th anniversary, and I don't believe was last year my 18th, or was this year my 18th anniversary and I just skipped it? I might have just done that. Because I had to make up a 17th. So, one of the things that has happened, and I'm very happy that it did, and it probably would have exploded without me. But people have taken my my potteries and used them, and it was one of the reasons. When I say I'm not doing those anymore, one of the reasons that is because of this. I tried to hide that fact, but it's true. I think I mentioned it. It's not my creation, so I have no control over whether people steal my shit or not. Because but the truth is that it's still my shit. It definitely fell in line with. I had to actually stop the pottery thing to see what it looked like. Actually, pause it so that I can actually find out, and then that's how I drew my original template, which was cubine, and I drew that one with the Tesla coils because I was going through a weird phase at the time. My favorite work things was the Tesla coils, so I added Tesla coils instead of horns or ears. The Q circles have been renamed to the bean circle. People aren't going to be Qs anymore, they're going to be beans. We are definitely changing that. And I was actually told that I'm kind of cruel. And one of the reasons that I was told I was kind of cruel is because I am weeding out for aesthetic's sake. So I can make the circles be, instead of everything being so small that you can't tell what everything is, I'm going to actually take out the outer rings and make it the same size, but obviously bigger. And I think I'm just going to go with the 2 outer rings. So ring 9 and ring 8. And the reason I was told that I was cruel is because I am literally going to be going back through. There are a lot of people in 8 and 9 that I have plenty of contact with. That they are still a part of what I'm doing here. For the most part, a lot of them are not. I could literally, and this is not. It's to be funny, but it's also sadly true. I could close my eyes, put my finger on the circle, and remove whoever doesn't matter who they are, remove whoever I hit, I tap. And I don't think that anybody would miss them. I most likely do not have contact with them. The other change that I've been wanting to do for a long time is I have my 12. People who back in the day was Q still, but they changed their profile pic to be a bean. The 300, well, 400, I had over 400 people that I've done beans for. Out of the 400 people, and after exhaustive amounts of saying, do your profile, because what I wanted to do was I wanted to have the kind of the individuality, and I wanted to do the circles naturally. It basically blew up in my face. Only 12 people. Actually, the 12 or 11? I think it's 11 people total. I'm 12. Actually listened to me. And I know it sounds sad. But changed her profile. This was on Twitter. Changed her profile picture to be a Q, to be a bean, and now no matter, even if I lose contact with all of them, which I haven't. There's a few that, one passed away, but everybody else I'm pretty much still in contact with. One I'm kind of losing contact with. Actually, two I'm kind of losing contact with, which I would be elated to have them come back. I made the promise when I started doing the Q circles from the get-go that if you do this, you will forever be the first circle. And my first circle has always been a lot larger. My first circle is always a lot larger than would be for 11 people, and I didn't know what to do. So I added a bunch of other people very close, people I have lots of contact with, people that are very near and dear to me, people I've written songs for. But they're not really the inner circle, and the inner circle is I'm very happy with how it looks now. What else is happening? And updating people's beans. I will probably still call them Qs every now and again, but it's beans now. We're all beans. Beans, beans, beans. logo thing and everything like that has got beans. So. The Q circles, the bean circles that are in the merch page, I might leave the one that has the names on the back. Maybe. I don't know. I have not decided yet. I might make one with the 9 and basically add in a lot of the people I've been taking out. Do you think I'm being cruel? Now, I want everybody to know that nobody has given me any money for this. There's not a single Q or bean has been paid for. Not a single one. Nobody. I don't even get. What do you call it? Subscriptions. They don't pay me through subscriptions or through bits or anything like that. I don't get any of that stuff. Probably mostly that they gotta figure out when I'm actually streaming live, which is very rare. But I'm going to definitely try to do a regular, possibly an hour, maybe 2 hours, just streaming. I picked the time. It's probably going to be between 1:30 and 3:30, and it could be anything. Mostly it's probably going to be art. Probably not going to do a lot of just chatting. That's only because I don't get a lot of people. But I'm going to, that is how I'm going to kick off the new year, and it is just going to be a regularly scheduled thing. We're going to probably try for 5 days a week. It is dependent upon, because it's going to be early in the morning, it's completely depending on whether I don't get forced or not. And if I do get forced, we just lose that day. I'm not making up. I'm not going to be doing makeup. I did makeup all my life. I'm not going to do any type of makeup class. It's just going to be what it's going to be. It's going to be regular, consistent, and dependent upon that. Also, internet connection. Also, if we're scuffed, we cancel. If I'm sick and in the hospital, I'll freaking stream. like that. Yeah, I was thinking 1:30 to 2:30 or 1:30 to 3:30, and just doing that every night. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you guys have plans for New Year's, I didn't even check. What's the zodiac? Ooh. I know it's not big. And the only reason I know it's not big is because that is actually a little while now. It's going to be 5 years. I think 5 years. Trying to go back. Stunt monkey. It's my friend monkey. Actually, it's 2 before monkey. Oh my god, I gotta learn my Chinese zodiac. If you know, comment below. Always trying to get you to comment. Talk to me. Talk to me, please. Nobody else wants to talk to me. No. Sorry, no, don't. I'm just joking. Yeah, I've been going through and fixing up the art projects a bit, and it definitely looks like hopefully I don't do what I did with the pirates and just delete it. But I'm really sad the pirates didn't happen. I was jazzed for the pirates. People voted for the pirates. I was all hyped up. It was all going to be a picture. Wasn't going to be I was going to be doing like a large scale painting. Pirates. Something that people could have in their stuff like that. And it was a lot. I'm gonna tell you, it was a lot of work doing the prep for that. And it was so much work doing the prep for that, I didn't do the hype for it. And I don't, as much as I do love pirates, I really do. You know, I love them a lot, but I'm not passionate about them. They are not works. I mean, I literally willed October into existence. And because I love drawing them and being around them so much, I literally willed the template into existence and drew the other templates just cause, which I never used. I only did knobs for October. I just, you know, and I was hyping it up because I had all these things in my head. I was going to take out my orcs and re-sculpt them so that they fit, you know, the orcs that we have. And I was going to turn everybody into an orc, and I was going to do this. I was going to actually turn myself into a grot. I was going to do all these things. I was all hyped up for it. I was doing this, and it wasn't the 31st. The 31st did not seal the doom. It wasn't like, oh, I stopped drawing the orcs, and you know, the hype died down. And I don't know whether it's me. I'll take the full brunt of the blame that I just did not keep the hype going. When you're going for 2 months, you know, I started this in September, and I was hyping it. Hyping. Yeah, I started in September, and I started, you know, doing some practice work and some this because I hadn't drawn in a long time, and I was, you know, just getting myself, you know, dust the cobwebs off, and like I don't know what I thought. I thought people were going to be coming in from miles around. I thought people were going to ask their friends and stuff like that, like, go to Q, he'll turn you into an orc. And when I joked. I'm telling you, I joked about it. That only 3 people, you're gonna like this. Only 3 people out of all of them, only 3 people volunteered to be an orc. Out of the 30 people that I got, only 3 of them, a tenth of it. Not even my initial 5. My initial 5 had people like bringing other people in. You know, speaking for other people, which I should not have allowed. You definitely should not have allowed that. But when I had to actually personally, because I was already on the hype freaking thing, if I had to actually personally ask people to join up, that I don't count them as volunteering. Just 3 people. The usual. Cool beans in the comments below. And it doesn't have to be cool beans. It can be whatever you want. Take care of yourself. I don't know if you're dealing with blistering summer or freaking, lots of snow in the winter, which is not my favorite. Just so you know, I'd rather 40 degrees Celsius. Or I should say, I'm going to do the perfect temperature. I would rather 35 degrees Celsius than 35 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not yet freezing. But I'm in the code. It is 24 degrees actually Fahrenheit, which is in the freezing zone. Be well, take care, and I will talk to you soon. All right.